A writer for Vice is arguing that we need to stop making hot actors play normal people. They say it can lead to a sense of monotony where everyone is kind of interchangeable. Jennifer, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh man, the whole concept of normal actors, does that mean that the rest of us are chopped liver? What are the rest of us? What are the rest of us? This makes me think though of Monster with Charlize and how there was so much buzz around the fact that they made her look normal and not as attractive as she is in real life.
I think they said they made her look ugly.
Yes. I was trying to be kind, right? And I wonder if that's kind of like the buzz and the excitement to really just go and just be fascinated. At the same time, you want to go to a movie and be swept away. But I also think there's not enough representation in film. I'm not seeing myself represented as an Indo-Caribbean woman. So we talk about normal, that's the baseline. But then what about the other baselines about seeing more diversity on camera? I feel like that's the conversation that we should be focusing on, whether somebody is normal or not.
Yeah, no, but listen, let's admit it. The reason why I got so excited about Brad and Angelina together because I was like, oh my God, the two most beautiful people on the planet got together. There was something like magical when they first got together. And I hate to admit that, but she was like arguably at the time, like, or maybe still now, the most beautiful woman on the planet. And Brad, the hottest man on the planet. And the two hottest people also happen to be like mega talented. And then they mega hooked up. And then I was like, oh my God, poor Jennifer. And I think that narrative spun out of, oh my gosh, sorry, Jennifer, you had no chance as soon as Angelina was cast to do a movie with Brad Pitt. It was almost like the worlds were gonna bring them together at some point. So it's weird because as a fan, that attracted me. That movie was a massive hit. I have no idea if they're good actors in that movie because I was just like this. Oh wow, they're so pretty together. So there is something, I don't know if that's primal, I don't know if that's just me being human or if that's just me being so dumb, but I love to see beautiful people. And P.S. Idris Elba, beautiful man. Beautiful man.
Yes.
But there does seem to be a shift that has taken place. I mean, I can't quite put my finger on it. It's like, if you think back to certain actors in like the 70s and 80s, like I think about Sissy Spacek, I think about Shelley Duvall, Willem Dafoe, just like, those were a few that came to mind of like, they are unique looking people and they all became massive superstars. Why? Because they were great character actors. And it doesn't seem like there's quite the same role for that. I think movie making has shifted. Maybe it's reflective of the fact that we see more, we've talked about this before the show, the big blockbusters are superhero movies. Superhero movies are what? They're more aspirational. They're more like, or otherworldly. Like you're not gonna, you want this sort of like, you know, the most incredible human specimens, but I think we're losing out on something.
I agree with you in the movie field, like because people are only going to see blockbusters at the movies. But where I think this article is incomplete is that I don't think it takes into consideration television. We are living in the time of peak TV with streaming services. We talk almost more about TV shows because people are staying home. And
where there's more diversity,
where there's more diversity in beauty. If you, like, look at the biggest TV shows on TV right now that get people talking. You do find normal looking Succession. You can't name an Angelina Jolie on the cast of Succession. Sorry, lovely people and very attractive. But same with like Stranger Things, also one of the most popular shows. One of the heartthrobs that came out of that show, David Harbour. I'm sorry, but that's not Brad Pitt. Like I love you, David Harbour, but like, you know.
Yeah.
And then think about the Breaking Bad franchise. I mean, Bob Odenkirk is a snack for sure. But I mean, nobody is calling him Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt. By the way, he's the same age as they are.
Right.
Wow. So, and Elizabeth Moss is the queen of peak TV, and nobody's saying she's a Charlize Theron. Thank you for, I can see you, right? I see you.
Fair enough.
So what I'm trying to say is I think on television, we are making definitely strides. Now, I just named a full fleet of white people.
Yeah.
And to your point...
I was like, I don't see anybody different on that screen.
To your point about diversity and specifically racial cultural diversity, yes, for sure, we could stand to go a lot longer.
And then different bodies and accents, things like that as well, too.
Yeah, it's true, it's true.
Hey there, wasn't that great? Do you know where you can find some equally good content? Our YouTube page. It's filled with discussions, debates, and some laughs. Head there now, like and subscribe.